Hello there, Legolas. Now don't go sending me in a place like that again by myself.
I have given more thought to the words of Ugrkor.
But every avenue upon which my mind travels lends no answers. This artifact called Bugdatish is not known to me. Indeed, beyond its name I know nothing of it. It seems I share this trait with the captain of the pit. Can you not hear the desperation underlying his threats to Karazgar? Whatever this artifact may be, he fiercely desires word of it. Very curious. We should return to my father and give him this news. He will be most interested in that which distresses our foes. Very well. But first, I think I'm going to have a little talk with Radagast. It appears someone is setting himself up as the new necromancer.
Take me at my word that no one man holds the power to corrupt the river soul.
This man you encountered in Carastilian is hair-raising indeed, by your account. However, you must take me at my word that no one man holds the power to corrupt the river so. Nay, even the Dark Lord himself, in the guise of the necromancer, could not have done so in mere days. Long have I watched the dark workings of Dol Guldur, and their effect upon the Force, and I know it to be so. All right, so what do you think is going on?
All the same, it is well that you defeated that servant of Shadow.
All the same, it would be well if you defeat this Shadow, whoever he may have been. I wonder what brought him to Carastilian. Was he sent in advance from Dol Guldur? In overconfidence of their victory? Or in flight from their downfall, or else... But as I was saying, the river's corruption cannot have been his doing alone. Did you note any evil relics, any talismans of corruption while you were there? Ah, but you were kept busy in wariness and in combat, right? I think perhaps I would ask you to go back and find out what else may be found in Carastilian. Alright, I'll go back, but first, let me go and check in with the king on a couple of matters. I'm back to report that there's some pretty nasty stuff going on in Carastilion.
Legolas told me you adventured in Carastilion and beheld the ruin it has become.
I am glad of your efforts within. Did you learn aught of the artifact Bugtish or the Weeping Warrior? No, but there's some guy who thinks he was going to be the new necromancer, and it's possible he had the artifact. Radagast wants to send me back there in a moment in order to find out if anything is there that may have been corrupting the river.
The artifact Bugdatish might have been taken by my warriors out of Dol Guldur.
We may have an advantage over Ugrkor and the Gurzo Pineleaf, for the artifact Bugatish might have been among those taken by the warriors in the departed Dol Guldur. The scholars of my realm are nearly finished in their study of these treasures. The wizard Mithrandir has come to Felagash and speaks with them every now and then. Go to him in the room of study southeast of the throne room and learn if any of the artifacts could be the one prized by Ugrkor, or any connection of some kind with Karzagar. Alright, fine. I'll go speak with him. Ah, here's that room of study. Now, where is Mithrandir? Probably up here somewhere. Ah! Problem, Mithrandir?
I grew tired of waiting for news from you.
Yes, and prevailed upon Gwaihir to bring me hither. I spoke at once with Randiel. His scholars have been sorting through the artifacts rescued from Dol Guldur, but they say they have not found what I seek. There is no wonder in that. How can they hope to find this artifact, this Bugdatish, while they know nothing of it? Such things do not come labeled for easy study, they say to me. Bah! I said to them, and now I say to you, Pineleaf, bah! We may not know what form the Bugatish may take, but if the Gurzel desire it so badly, I believe the thing will be enwrapped in a powerful aura. But these scholars insist that they have not found such a relic in the small hoard of artifacts taken from Gold Dulgor. Hoard, did I say? That is not the only such hoard known in this part of Middle-earth. Schmog himself assembled his own hoard of treasure when he still lived, and when he died it was divided into shares among dwarves and men, and some came even to Thranduil's elves. Might the Bugdatish have been part of this treasure hoard? Ask the Elven King about this possibility, Pineleaf. Ooh. Well then, that's something not considered. We'll have to go and find out. And I also had to talk to him about that spider trap that didn't work. Hello there, sir. Mithrandir wonders if this artifact may have been amongst the items taken from Schmog.
I do not like to speak of that hoard, as Mithrandir knows.
Mithrandir has sent you back to me so quickly. Do the artifacts from Dol Guldur hold no answer? I do not like to speak of that hoard, Pineleaf, and Mithrandir knows that. The dragon sickness that lay upon it caused much trouble in the hearts of dwarves. Indeed, even men and elves became embroiled in the fighting over it. The hoard and its treasures were divided amongst the victors following the death of Schmog. They were many and valuable, and included the Arkenstone and the necklace of Girion. If the artifact of Bugatish had been contained within, it certainly would have been accounted in the reckoning of the shares. The Arkenstone lies within Thorn Oakenshield, in the tomb beneath the mountain. I saw Bard lay it upon his breast myself. As for the necklace of Girion, which I knew in elder days as Guermir, it was made of gold and contained 500 emeralds. It belonged to the bride of my liege, and disappeared for thousands of years until it reappeared on the neck of King Thor, as it should never have done. It was all I desired in the hoard. After the death of Schmog, the necklace went to Bard, but in his wisdom the bowman took the necklace apart and gave its gold to the dwarves and the jewels to my people, and so were the bonds repaired. I think the artifacts sought by Ugrachor cannot be traced to the dragon hoard, but the dwarves and men may tell you otherwise. Very well. Oh, one other matter. I tried that spider trap you talked about, and it didn't seem to do anything.
Was I wrong in my suspicion?
It did not work. Let me think. That is it. The sap was too pure. The forest becomes green-leafed once more, and Mirkwood no longer. It will be the old, befouled sap that they hunger for. Seek out corrupted horns, for their blood is most of vile sap. Then we shall learn if Fontanel hides where within these woods. Corrupted sap. Wonderful. Just wonderful. Mithrandir, apparently the only thing the Elven King wanted was the necklace of Girion, and all he has from that are the emeralds.
If the artifact Ugrachor desires was in the dragon hoard, it is Erebor we must search.
Thranduil speaks truly. From the hoard he desired the necklace of Girion, though he knew it not by that name. He coveted no other wealth, not even the Arkenstone. I have an idea about that, but this is not the place to recount it. Suffice it to say that if the artifact Ugrachor desires did end up in the dragon hoard, it is Erebor that we must be searching, not Felagoth. Elves and dwarves have a long and demanding history, and they have often bickered over their treasures and perceived slights. Thranduil said it was the wisdom of Bard the bowman that the necklace of Girion be separated into its component gold and gems. He said, too, that it was Bard's wisdom that the gold and gems were given separately to dwarves and elves to repair their sundered bonds of friendship. Such was the advice I gave to Bard, Pineleaf. How often must wizards repair the bridges burned between these two peoples? But, for now, it seems the road leads from Faragoth. Make now for Leongland, the settlement of the Ravdils, and seek word of Karzagar and from Bugratish. I will follow shortly, and meet you in Erebor after I have concluded my own business at the Elven King. Right. And I too must conclude some business with the Elven King. Something about some orcs and getting some corrupted tree sap. Oh, fun. Ah, I found another one of those pages. What's on this one?
Time went on. To the great greenwood we came, and sorrow and misfortune ever at our heels. Finally, to caverned Felagath, near Erebor, and so, near to dwarves.
Yeah, I'm sure they didn't like that idea. This is where I found those rotten trees before. Let's see if I could find them now. One up there somewhere. Up, down, around. Oh, hello! Hey, could you give me some of your sap? Fine, I'll just poke a few holes in you and some sap could come pouring out in that case, right? You just need a tapper and everything else would be fine, right? Yeah. Though you do look a bit hollow inside. I wonder if you could really... Well, I suppose though the sap will probably be near... I don't know where the sap will be in one of these things. Who knows? I'm probably going to find out, oh, these things don't have sap or something silly like that. Well, it's got something in here. Something yucky. And something viscous. Slightly liquidy. And apparently there are other people here too. Hopefully there's enough sap for all of us. Right? Maybe that'll do for now. Okay. Perhaps I can find a few more of these things. Now let's see if we could catch a spider in the trap this time. This looks like a good spot. Alright. And... well... there's something. Well, the spider did come at least. That's a good sign, I think. But do we get a bigger spider next time? At least we know that at least some spiders will be attracted to this sap. I hope we're not going to have to... Well, the leg... let's see. The leg should provide some clues for Thranduil. Okay, let's go back to Thranduil and see what he says about these spider legs. I hope that he could find some use for these spider legs. Hello there, sir. I found the spider legs. I couldn't capture the spider itself, but I hope this could do.
I am convinced this was indeed one of her brood.
Mark the coloring upon this leg. Yes, they are strikingly like the markings upon Infamtimel. I am convinced that it's indeed one of her brood. If the pure sap of cleansed trees does not sate them, they must be driven as much by hunger as by malice.
I bade my chief hunter Thorlean to search for other signs of Infantimel.
While you sought proof of way of a trap, I bade my chief hunter Thorlean to search for the woods he knows so well for other signs of the spider Infantimel. He too has just returned and bears tidings we should hear. All right. And where is this? Thorland. I suppose this way. All right. Ah, I think I see him up ahead. Hello there. What's the news on the spiders?
I would speak with you.
Far and wide have I wandered through our woods, and now I well and truly believe the spiders have gone. This should be glad news, but instead it troubles me. At long last, when I was full weary and on the brink of giving up, I happened upon a group of spiders by the banks of the Rachlo, gathering sap from a gnarled and wounded tree. They were too great in number, and I dared not get closer. But, with your help, we might come closer to learn more, either by capture or chase. So it's time to find some spiders along the banks of the Rachlo. Here we are along the river where I believe the spiders might be. That's not a spider. Not enough legs. I can tell these things. I can count. So I think it's a wolf. A dark wolf. And you know how hobbits feel about wolves. Yeah, we get a deed for killing them. There must be a reason for that. Alright, let's take care of this guy. And then let's see if I can find a spider anywhere around here. Nothing but wolves, apparently. Wolf, wolf, wolf. I'm going to find a wolf spider in the end, aren't I, right? Bear. Bear. Well, I don't see any spiders around here. Nope, no spiders around here. None yet. What am I going to do about that? Surely there must be a spider around here somewhere. Ooh. Ah, there's one right here. Well, unfortunately, apparently it wants me to approach that on better terms. Hello? Hey, you there? Hi there. Well then. The wounded spider flees. Yeah, okay, fine. There's someone attacking me. Fine. Stuffling is following me. Hello. I have this spider here that insists on nibbling at me. What do you think about it?
A word between us, then.
Hold, Pineleaf. The spider flees. But look closely. The wound you have given it is in return giving it a trail of blood to follow. If we keep our distance, we might follow this fleeing spider back to Marfield's den. Okay, fine. It's going to keep on doing this to me forever, isn't it? It appears that we have a pretty clear trail of blood here. The dripping trail of blood from the spider continues deeper into the forest. What will be at the other end of this trail? That's what we'll find out in the next episode of Pineleaf in the North Kingdoms.